everything's ready in the dinner. Tell them to come. It's ready. All right? And so he's actually went to measures to take care of this. Right? He's killed the lamb, right? He's taken care of what needs to be offered of a sacrifice. He's taken care of that through Jesus. And so he offers this up to the people, and this time they get mad. One goes about his business, one goes the other way, and the rest, servants, mistreat them and kill them. All right? And we see this all throughout Scripture. The prophets that went before him were mistreated. We know that the disciples were murdered because of their faith. We see all this taking place. And these people who were supposed to be God's chosen, divided, did not come. But you know, Galatians 6:7 tells us this: therefore do not be deceived, God cannot be mocked. Verse 7 says that you will reap what you sow. And these people thought, because they were God's chosen people, that they didn't have to show up. We're good to go. And now today in America, we have a lot of people that think, I'm a Christian because I go to church. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. But look at what God does here. You reap what you sow. It says that when they killed him, verse 7, the king was enraged. He sent his army and destroyed those murderers and burned their city. Not only did they die, but they lost everything they had. Everything that was valuable to them was destroyed. And this is what we know God ensures us, that without his mercy, without his grace, his wrath and his justice will be poured out in full amount on us. And we only have hope through Jesus. And so these people who were the invites, the people who were supposed to come, didn't. And that brings us to the third point. You cannot fool God. I think a lot of us think we're good at fooling people, and therefore we can fool God too. He knows the very intentions of your heart. He knows the hairs on your head. He knows every breath you're going to take, bless you. Before you ever take it, he knows you. You cannot fool God. And that's what these people were trying to do. It tells us that what is in the darkness will be brought to light. In Luke chapter 8, you hang tight, I'll read it for you. Luke chapter 8, verse 17. He says this. Jesus talking, no one lights a lamp and hides it in a jar or puts it under a bed. Instead, he puts it on a stand so that those who come in can see the light, for there is nothing hidden that will not be exposed and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. You cannot fool God. You cannot. You can hide from people, but you cannot hide from God. And the older I get, the more I learn that the more open I am, that the more vulnerable I am, the more God can use me. But two, the less people can say about me, you will receive that fullness. That leads us to the fourth point. Okay? God is a chosen people. He's a God of second chances. He will not be fooled. But fourth, the banquet's ready. The banquet has been prepared. Okay? This is why he goes in the second time. He says, go out and tell them, listen, I've already killed the oxen. I've already prepared it. Listen, come. I'm waiting for you at the table right here. It's been ready. Come, eat. And they didn't want anything to do with him. Matter of fact, they killed the people he sent to tell them about it. They did not want a seat at the table, which is insane. You think about that. That is crazy. Because back in that time period, for someone to invite you into their home, to invite